There we go. Had to unmute it.
Well, what is up, everybody?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Midweek Live. I'm Tyler.
Oh, I'm Eric. I didn't know we were introducing ourselves.
Just something I went with today.
Oh, okay. I was going to say something I'm excited for.
What are you excited for?
I'm excited for when I say welcome, everyone, when they say something back.
I didn't hear it.
No, I know. We won't have it tonight.
Oh.
I was saying in the future.
Oh, like when we get to be in person.
Oh, don't say that. Don't
Do
get
you-
people's hopes up.
Do you remember when we used to meet in person?
I don't remember. It was long ago. It was back when I got haircuts.
Yeah, your hair's looking.
Oh, yeah. It's if I was an average height male,
Yeah.
I would hit my hair on the top of doors, but I'm not, so I
Yeah.
don't.
At this point, you don't even hit your head on like Alice in Wonderland doors.
You're
smaller.
I don't feel like I can argue with that per
Yeah.
se, but at least I don't know.
Yeah.
But hey, we're glad you guys are here with us.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for jumping on. I know, here's what I know. Here's what I know, Tyler. Tyler, do you want to know what I know?
Yes.
Okay, here's what I know. I know that it is raining.
It's a rainy day.
Yeah. I also know
It's like it's the Pacific Northwest that I signed up for when I moved here 3 years
yeah,
ago.
that's fantastic. I grew up here, so this is normal. I also know that usually on a rainy day, you would stay inside in your jammy jams
Mhm.
and like watch TV. However, I know with COVID, you're like, that's what we've been doing every day.
Yeah. Last 6 weeks.
So what do
8
you
weeks?
do on a rainy day during COVID? Drop it in the chat. I want to know, what do you do during COVID on a rainy day? I mean, what do you do?
I don't think it changes anything.
I kind of feel like running out in the rain.
Oh, you're more likely to run out in the rain
I am.
because you've been holed
Cooped
up
up.
inside.
Yeah.
That's
But then
fair.
you get wet and then you have to change or you don't, you don't have to change.
You have to change.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see what everyone is doing. They're really yelling at me for not having my jammy jams. I was
Yeah.
trying to adult,
Yeah.
but you know,
Huh.
I thought these looked nice. Do these look nice?
Yeah, they kind of look like sweatpants from here, but
That's
I mean,
rude. Tonight we're going to talk about friendships, and maybe you should work on ours.
best of friends.
Best friends. Watch Outer Banks. Play video games. Play video games and jump in puddles.
At the same time,
Wow.
they must have a switch.
That's Levi. He does what he wants. Laying in the grass and gets soaking wet. Nobody stops Levi from going outside and doing what he wants.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
playing the switch outside.
Tyler, question. Why did you start us so late tonight?
We had some technical difficulties tonight.
Why did you do that?
I am in charge of the tech side of things here,
Yep,
and
fair.
I didn't come through.
Mm.
I was trying to live up to Eric's high standards of just forgetting things.
I thought I was going to get a compliment there. And, well, look what I got.
No, this is what our friendship is.
This is amazing. Ooh, Hobby Lobby's open. Oh, happy birthday to Hayden. It's Hayden's birthday today.
Do you think Hayden wants candy?
Hayden always wants candy. Every groups call on Thursday night that I've ever been on with Hayden on, she stays after as all the other students exit off, and she goes, Eric, can you send me candy?
Do you think we should send her candy since it's her birthday?
We probably should. Last time I sent her candy, I sent her 2 candy bars.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hayden, what are you even asking for anymore?
I know, right? But happy birthday. Tyler is going to sing you happy birthday right now.
Silently. Just imagine it. If you sing it out loud to yourself right now, it's like I'm singing it. It's
Wow.
nice.
That was beautiful. Well, happy birthday, Hayden. We are lively and exciting here on Wednesday night, Midweek Live. Thanks for joining us. Why don't we get some excitement in the room?
Yeah, it's not coming from here.
Yeah, not at all. So get excited. If you're in your living room, get pumped up, jump up and down, get crazy, get loud. Make your parents yell at you for being too loud and crazy. If you're in a different part of your house, do the same thing. I don't care if you're outside. Do the same thing
You're
because
probably
we're
wet.
about to have some fun.
Yes.
All right. John is with us tonight, and I think John has a co-host.
Oh, co-host for games?
Yeah.
John.
Let's check it out. What are you doing, John?
Hey, what is up, everybody? So good to be hanging out with you tonight. Hey, we upgraded tonight. We got some quality people here to help out with games. Check it out.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all? It's just not satisfying to ask that question right now because nobody answers me. How are
Right?
you?
I am doing great. Yeah,
Oh, good. That's so great.
It's hard, right? You're like, how's everyone doing? Nothing. I'm assuming they're all screaming and yelling at
They
home.
better be.
Yeah, if not, we'll be
Shame
waiting.
on you.
We'll be waiting.
Shame on
Yeah. Well, dude, it is awesome to have you here. I'm glad that we're going to be hanging out, playing some games
Yeah.
and stuff. What do you got planned for tonight? What do you
Well,
got here?
so I heard a rumor that we're talking about friendship tonight.
Ooh,
So I figured tonight that I would take these handy dandy little cards that Eric gave me, because Eric really planned this, not me. I didn't figure anything. But, we'll
Eric's
just
a quality
not talk
cat,
about
though.
He is,
He's a
yes.
good guy. He's a
he
good guy.
is. So I figured that I would just read you some really, really excellent advice
Okay.
from really amazing friends. And you can just, I'm sure you'll agree with me that this is all just the best advice ever. So this person, I have no idea who this was, but as a 6-year-old,
Okay.
he says, I entered the 100-yard dash in my school's Little Olympics.
Okay.
Sounds like fun.
It's a long way to run as a 6-year-old.
I know, right?
I know me as a 6-year-old, I'd be running,
Pump those little legs.
and then I'd get distracted, and I'd be over here, and then I'd be running somewhere else. But okay, cool, I'm following.
I can picture that.
Yeah.
He says, my 14-year-old brother advised me to run like an ostrich on my tiptoes, straight-legged. I finished, he says, last. I don't know why he would finish last.
So, running on tiptoes for 100 yards, and that's like an ostrich.
Apparently.
That's what ostriches do. Well, I'm not certain if that's good advice or bad advice, or if that's something smart to do or not.
I feel like that would be really bad for your knees.
It feels like it would hurt. Maybe some of y'all can let me know in the chat if you think that's a good idea, bad idea to run on your tiptoes like an ostrich.
Mm. I didn't realize that's how ostriches ran. But
Yeah.
apparently it is.
Oh,
wow.
Ooh, I have wanted to do this for so long. I see Eric and Tyler doing it all the time, and thanks.
You're so
Thanks.
welcome.
All right,
I deliberately
here we go.
did not.
I'm
do
going to
that.
go out and say that running on your tiptoes like an ostrich is bad advice for a friend
Dang
to
it.
give.
Dang it.
Did you see that?
That went really
That
far.
was good. That
You
was
should
good.
really try to hit the camera next
All right.
time.
Well, I'm not going to say I wasn't aiming for it, but
It's hard to direct paper like that.
all
All
right,
right,
next
so
time you got it.
I have another example here of
okay.
good/bad advice.
All right.
He says, when I started learning how to drive, my dad, completely serious, there should be a "ly" on the end of that word. It should say completely seriously. I'll just edit that there.
Seriously.
My dad, completely seriously, said to me, always weave a little and all the other cars will stay away from you.
Oh, that's good. High schoolers, I'm going to be looking for your advice on this one, if that is a good idea or not. Middle school, I hope you're not driving yet.
Oh, gosh.
I hope not. I remember when my dad was teaching me how to drive. He's driving the car. He's in the passenger seat, and he's like, hey, so John, just so you know, in America, we drive on the right-hand side of the road. And I was like, oh, that's cool, Dad. And kept driving. And he's like,
gosh.
so in America, we drive on the right-hand side of the road. I was like, I know, Dad. And he's like, so do you know which side is right and left? And I realized I was going head on into traffic.
That sounds, how do you tell so many amazing stories. How are you alive? I wonder that sometimes.
I know. So, it looks like in the chat, you guys are saying it's a terrible idea to run on that. I agree. Swerving while driving, terrible friend advice.
It's likely to get you pulled over.
It very well could.
I would not know that from personal experience.
My wife likes police officers, so maybe she could try that. Who knows?
Okay, I'm not
All right.
touching that one.
Yeah.
All right, so my next example here.
Okay.
If you see a bear and don't have time to run away, hug it. Bears cannot scratch their stomachs. I think that's adorable.
That is adorable. Bears are cute.
They are.
They
They
are.
look like they'd be really cuddly. They're like really fluffy. I do want to give a bear a hug sometime.
Yeah. I mean, we have teddy bears.
See, that works.
Yeah.
Have you ever, so I've always wanted one of the like huge teddy bears.
Right?
We got for my niece for Christmas, we got her a sloth because she's obsessed with sloths.
Very
She
nice.
doesn't use a blanket anymore. She just sleeps under her sloth. It's adorable. I love it.
That's pretty phenomenal. So chat room, what do you guys think? Should we be going up and hugging bears if you see them in the wild. I think that would make sense personally.
Yes.
Like it wouldn't know what to do. Maybe
No.
bears are just angry all the time because no one hugs them,
You know,
and they've been
I mean, I
socially
would
distancing
be.
for years,
Oh, wow.
right?
That is very deep.
Like, and that's why they stay in caves for months out of the year because they are
Yeah.
afraid of getting sick. And a bear
Aw.
just needs a hug, man.
It does.
Bear just needs a hug.
I think the next time I meet a bear off my back porch, I'm going to hug it.
I'm gonna hug it. I'm
Mhm.
gonna hug it. Yeah. Maybe that's a bad idea. Don't try it. I don't want the lawsuits. Don't hug wild bears. Just throwing it out there. All right.
Okay, cool. Whee, that is fun.
Ooh, it's still going. It just now hit the ground. That thing flipped like crazy. That was pretty awesome.
That was fun.
All right. All right.
All right. Wow, I like this one.
Ooh, this is a good one.
So this was advice to, well, I guess I'll just read it and not tell you about it.
Okay. All right.
It says, stop reading. You read too much. You're going to hurt your eyes. Go watch TV for a while. And that was from this person's grandma every time she visited.
Yeah. No.
That
I
is
mean,
not one I've ever heard before.
right. Well, I mean, if you think about it, when you're reading like up close here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're reading like this, your eyes would probably get crossed because it's up close and you're not practicing.
That is
seeing
definitely too close.
it's-
You should definitely hold it a little
should-
further away. I don't know what kind of books you're reading.
You're okay. Well, it's been a while since I've opened a book.
What?
Sorry.
I definitely got in trouble in school so many times for reading a book instead of doing my school. I definitely have been told to stop reading, but
Look at
not to
you.
go watch TV.
Yeah, you're
don't
getting
know.
all educated. But I think if you've got a book here, you're just practicing close vision.
Hmm.
And if you're watching TV, the TV is farther out and you're practicing seeing longer distances away. So like, I don't know, maybe if you saw a bear, you would notice that it's out far. Because if you're just practicing reading a book, you're not going to notice till you're already hugging it. And getting hugged by a bear means you're the appetizer. So I
Fair.
think watching TV seems like a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
All right, cool.
Oh, that was pathetic.
That was,
I feel like I
I've
want to
seen
do
better.
over. Yeah.
I've seen better.
All right. Next one here. Trying to instill a life lesson in my friend. I called out as he ran by, when you're running with scissors, point them down.
So funnily enough,
Funnily is not a word.
Funnily enough, I got a phone call once that my son had been stabbed in the neck with scissors.
Ah.
Yeah, like I said, funnily enough, because that's hilarious that he did that. But he was actually had the scissors up. So you should not run with scissors up. Always face the scissors down. That is the advice that I'm going with. And wait, I'm getting news. Yeah. No, we've got some breaking news. Everybody pay attention. We've got breaking news coming to you right now. This is important. Breaking news. This just in. This is Hans Gruber coming from underneath my umbrella. Ella, A. Outside, it's raining. That's right, it's raining, guys. I see water falling from the sky. I see clouds in the air, which means it's raining. And you want to know something interesting about rain? Rain is wet. That's right. If you want to stay dry, stay inside. And you want to know something else about rain? It reminds me of friendships. Yes, friendships. Every time I see the rain fall, I think of the tears that fall from my eyes when things get hard in my friendships. Back to you.
That was an urgent message.
It's raining.
I'm pretty sure I said that.
Did you know that?
I did. I gave you the advice that it was raining. Is that advice?
Thanks, Hans.
Hans is a good man.
Would you say he's your best friend?
Oh, I don't know Hans very well. He's really hard to get to know. That's the most English I've ever seen Hans speak in his entire life. But speaking of best friends, some of that advice that they had was terrible.
Bad advice. Yes.
Bad advice. I mean, it was all bad. Even if they said it was kind of good, like it was some bad advice. But best friends, I don't think best friends give bad advice.
Not unless they're so close to the friend that they can't see the logic.
Oh, that's true. That happens. You know, I always think of two best friends, Jonathan and David. You know Jonathan and David?
David had the slingshot.
Yeah. And he shot rocks.
Yeah, killed the giant.
Oh, wow. Goliath.
And then thousands of years later, Max Lucado wrote a book about it.
Amazing. That's incredible. I don't know if they needed to know that, but Jonathan and David were amazing best friends, you know, and you can look it up if you want, 1 Samuel chapter 18, and talks a little bit about some of the history behind them. But, you know, I was thinking about Jonathan and David, and I thought of us. Because of how close we are. Because we're real close.
Oh, that's why you thought of us.
Yeah, because we're best friends.
Best friends.
Yeah.
Documented.
Yeah, best friends. Would you consider us best friends?
I think so.
He paused, but I'll take it.
Classic.
That is wonderful. But you know what? Listen, you can read about best friends in the Bible, and the story with Jonathan and David is solid best friends. But right now in 2020, I think another great resource where we can get positive info about best friends is Twitter.
Twitter, yes.
Obviously.
I agree. In fact, you know, one person on Twitter summed up friendship this way. When two weirdos accept each other even though they're weirdos, which might be the definition of our friendship.
Hey, I don't. All right. Well, here, actually, this might be closer to us. Okay. This is when you know you have a true best friend. When you're in a room full of people and you text your friend and they say, "Why did you just text me?" out loud. True friendship.
True friendship. You know, as we're going through these, I want you to comment which one is most like you and your best friend. If one of these, put in the chat that's you and your best friend, and maybe even say who that best friend is. Although that might cause some challenges if you've got like a group of three in the chat.
But you can have more than one best friend. Yes?
You think so? Whew. That's a debate for a longer time.
I think so.
True friendship, liking the same stuff is one thing, but hating the same things, now that's true friendship.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because then you can talk about the things you hate together.
And there's way more to talk about the things that you hate.
For sure.
That sums up Twitter, though, in general. Talking about the things you hate.
Which is where we found these.
Exactly.
So, all right. Another person tweeted this, and I think this is more of a deep type thought here. So, if you don't screenshot a message and send it to your best friend and ask, "What do I say?" Are you really even best friends?
Yeah, I would say no. Like
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with this. How about this one? This is a correlation comment. The uglier the Snapchat, the closer the friendship.
That's true. I picture FaceTime, like when best friends FaceTime other best friends, they're like, got their hoodie on and you can barely see their face and like it's like looking up at the ceiling because they look so bad that day.
For sure.
But best friends.
Yeah, you're not trying to impress anybody there.
No, best friends.
So you don't care what picture it is that extends your best friend streak.
Not at all.
You just want to make sure that it happens.
Yeah. You want to keep the streak alive.
Keep the streak alive. That's what friendship is.
All right, this is a good one. This is true friendship, but it's also maybe a good thing for guys to know. So this would be a girl tweeting about her girls.
Okay.
Okay, so really close
Her squad,
friends. Yeah,
you might say.
yeah, for sure. If
Okay.
you are dating one of my girls, just know that your arguments are displayed in our group chat, and as a team, we write the response.
Oh, response by committee.
True. That's truth. If you have ever done that, just say yes in the chat, because I know you've done that. If you have ever collectively created a response that you wanted to respond back to this guy, per se, that you wanted to impress, just say yes. Simple yes.
Do you think guys do that ever?
Get in a group chat with girls to formulate an answer to a guy?
No. Formulate an answer to a girl of interest
Oh,
of theirs. But get with their guys to formulate a...
I feel like this is a trap type question. I feel like a guy like me, I would do that, but I don't feel like you would do that.
That's fair.
Per se.
All right, this one's true. I think of my friends, of me with my friends. If I have an embarrassing saying around you, then we aren't true friends.
Wow. That's truth.
I think that's definitely a
Facts.
level of friendship where you will sing and you just don't even care.
Yep. Agreed.
That's a lot of our thoughts and Twitter's thoughts on what real best friends look like. John and Nicole, what about you? What do you think true best friends look like?
That is a great question. I mean, it's take me a half second to think of it. I'm sure Nicole, you got thoughts on this, right?
Honestly, I would have to say my sisters are definitely my best friends, which sounds lame, but I was homeschooled, so you know. And most of those sound pretty accurate to me. Most of those Twitter thoughts. A true best friend, somebody that I can share everything with, and I know that they'll love me anyway, and that they'll not be afraid to like slap me around a little bit if I need it. And my sisters do that really well.
Nice. Well, I think for me, one of the most important things in a best friend is hair. Amazingly enough, my best friends have to have good hair, and it has to cover their entire bodies, and they have to be four-legged. And if they're a dog, they are definitely not my best friend. But cats, yes, I love my Jarvis, I love my
Amen.
Harvey. So
Amen.
I think in order to be a good best friend, I think you need to be a cat. I think is kind of what you need to do. But now that I say those words out loud, I'm realizing that maybe I don't fully understand what it takes to be a best friend. And what I'm really hoping is that tonight in the message, Eric and Tyler will be able to give us some really good advice on friendship. So why don't we send it back over to them?
You know, when he first started talking about hair, I thought he was really talking about me. But then
Yeah.
he said, cover your whole body and four-legged, and lost me.
Yeah, well, because you shave your legs.
Yes. Now everyone knows. Thank you.
Yeah, Eric shaves his legs.
Best friends don't tell other best friends secrets.
I mean, I think if you shave your legs, like, people can know that.
My legs are covered. Nobody knows.
Not your ankles.
You look at my ankles?
I mean, I am now, currently.
Best friends, everybody. Best friends. So evidently, John
Besties.
and I are not best friends, even though I have a lot of hair on my head. But yes, you know what, John? We're going to educate you a little bit on what a true best friend is. We can look at Twitter. We can look at all of these different things. And you know what? All of these things are fun. And there's different things that you can go, okay, we're true best friends because we experienced this together. But let's dive into 1 Samuel. So if you've got your Bibles, open up your Bibles. If you got the Bible app, open up the Bible app. That's what I have open right now. Go to 1 Samuel chapter 19. We mentioned the fact that in 1 Samuel chapter 18, these two guys that are best friends, Jonathan and David, you can read a little bit more about them after tonight in chapter 18. But we're going to read a little bit of their story in chapter 19 and truly just see how close of friends these two really are. Now, in verse 19, we're going to hear about this guy named Saul. And Saul is Jonathan's father, right? Yeah? Okay. All right. I just want to make sure Tyler knew that Saul was
Yes, this is the Old Testament Saul, not the New Testament Saul who later becomes Paul. It's very confusing.
See? Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused. Thank you. 1 Samuel chapter 19. Let's dive into this story. So join me here. Saul now urged his servants and his son Jonathan to assassinate David. David is Jonathan's best friend, right? Saul is Jonathan's father, and Saul was like, hey, let's kill David. That sounds like a great predicament to be in. But Jonathan, because of his strong affection for David, told him what his father was planning. Tomorrow morning, he warned him, you must find a hiding place out in the fields. I will ask my father to go out there with me, and I'll talk to him about you. Then I'll tell you everything I can find out, right? So Jonathan is saying, hey, David, I've got your back. I'm going to try to walk you through this. I'm going to try to talk my dad out of this. Like, we're going to walk through this together. I mean, he's really standing up to his father, which I can only imagine how difficult that is.
And not just his father, like the king of the nation.
Yeah, a big deal
Yeah.
for this best friend.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I would do that for you.
No.
So we don't have a king, so we're fine.
We're fine.
We are fine. It's fine. Verse 4, then the next morning, Jonathan spoke with his father about David, saying many good things about him. The king must not sin against his servant David, Jonathan said. He's never done anything to harm you. He has always helped you in any way he could. Have you forgotten about the time he risked his life to kill the Philistine giant and how the Lord brought a great victory to Israel as a result? You were certainly happy about him then. Why should you murder an innocent man like David? There's no reason for it at all. Verse 6, so Saul listened to Jonathan and vowed, as surely as the Lord lives, David will not be killed. Afterward, Jonathan called David and told him what had happened. Then he brought David to Saul, and David served in the court as before. So David went to bat for, or Jonathan went to bat for David and ultimately saved him from this current situation. Like, he's talked his father out of it. But what a crazy predicament for a friendship. Like, what do difficult situations do to friends?
Yeah, I think the best of friends, the difficult situations grow them immensely. You know, I know that the friends in my life have been the ones that have stuck through a lot of really tough seasons, whether it was tough because one of us is going through something or if it's tough because we're going through something together. But the best friends come out the other side stronger, right? That they come through the fire, so to speak, stronger than they were before. And I think you see that with Jonathan and David. I mean, they were good friends because they spent a lot of time together. And then these situations started to happen with Saul. And Jonathan, in a lot of ways, chose David over Saul repeatedly in the story. And their friendship grew stronger and stronger. And it's interesting is because Jonathan probably should have had the throne at some point. But his friendship with David and his belief in God allowed him to give it to David instead. And so you see that they definitely came out stronger on the other side of that.
For sure. Yeah, it's so crazy to me seeing how this difficult situation brought them together, so much so that he stood up to the king, his dad, like his own blood, his own flesh and blood. Like, he stood up to him through this time because he knew what was right.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like he was just defying his dad.
No, definitely don't suggest that.
Don't suggest that. But he knew what was right in this situation. And so best friends are there for each other through this. And we see that with Jonathan, even through a difficult time. And they got closer through it, right? And so maybe you've been through some difficult things, and maybe you can relate. Maybe there's been someone in your life that has just been there through and through everything, and you can just trust them with anything. That's super cool. Maybe you've been that person for somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, that's an incredible position to be in as well. Tyler, what do you think it takes for you to know what's right and to stand up in a difficult situation for a best friend?
You know, for me, I think it takes a lot of trust. You know, the friends that I would stand up for no matter what are the ones that I know would stand up for me, you know? And so just that trust that they're gonna go through this together. You know, I think a lot of it for Jonathan is he wanted to be there for his friend David, who was being wronged. You know, he knew his dad was in the wrong here, and so he really wanted to show that. And so, yeah, he had a lot of trust that David was going to stick by him as well.
Yeah, that's incredible. I think you're exactly right. Trust is really the key in these solid relationships. And so, you know what? I think we should check in with John and see how much Nicole trusts John and see how close they are as friends. What do you think?
I think we should see.
Let's do it. Let's see what their trust level is.
All right. So as we know, obviously, difficult situations help grow friendships, and it's all based on trust. So Nicole, do you trust me?
Well, I would have said yes until a couple minutes ago, but now I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe during the message, I might have put a blindfold on you, and not only just a blindfold, it's an American flag. Sorry about that.
I'm Canadian.
I know. So here's
Canada. Sorry. Okay, continue.
Perfect. So here's what I've got is I have 4 dishes that are in front of me. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you put your hand into the dish, and you're going to tell me what's in the dish. Now, I'm going to let you know through some hints and clues what it is, and you're going to trust me that I'm not doing anything mean to you, not anything that's gross or disgusting.
Sounds good.
So here's what we're going to do, and let's bring the camera in here real quick so we can kind of see what's up first
Push
here
my
for us.
sleeves up here.
Yeah, you might want to do that. So right up here in front of you, if you can, there we go, there we go. So in here, now what's in this bowl is going to be something that you can do crafts with.
Oh.
It's crafty.
Okay.
All right, so.
Crafty, like the serpent was crafty.
Yes,
Okay.
like a serpent, crafty.
Oh, well, I feel like those are beads. They almost feel like the beads that you like iron, but
Wow,
they're too round.
you are amazing.
I know.
I fully thought that it was going to take a while for you to realize that these were beads.
Where's my bowl go?
I stole the bowl.
What?
I stole the bowl.
Right here I was trusting you.
I know. I was going to have you, like some of these are like blocks and they have letters on it, and I was going to see if you could tell me what letter's actually on there, but I don't know.
You know, I've definitely made like friendship bracelets and stuff out of those. So yes, I've felt those a couple of times.
Cool. Well, you crushed that one. That was good. So now let's see if we can up it a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Now, crafty things are pretty fun. I like that. But this is something here. And here's the bowl. There we go.
There we go.
In here is something that I guarantee you will like.
Oh.
It is edible.
Oh, I can smell it. It's salsa.
Salsa. Oh,
Okay,
geez.
but is it really hot?
There's only one way for us to find out if it's hot or
I
not.
can find that out.
Yeah.
Is it sterile? Is it
let's
sanitary?
See.
Let's
Yeah,
see. Can I
we
reach my
squirted it
mouth?
with sanitizer.
There is no spice in that.
No spice.
Whatsoever.
What brand is it?
I have no idea.
All right. I don't either. So here's a paper towel.
Thank you.
See, anybody who thinks I'm a mean person, just know I gave her a paper towel.
You did.
You are crushing it. 2 for 2 on
Well,
this.
obvious.
All right. This is a good one.
Okay.
This is definitely a good one here. Now, I've been pretty good to you so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like beads. That's
Yeah.
good. And I gave you good clues. With the second one there, it's something that you'll like, something that you eat, things like that. So in this one here, all right, it's good. It's real good. This here is actually one of my favorite desserts.
Oh.
One of my favorite desserts is in this one here.
Okay.
So here's the bowl. Here's the
Okay.
bowl. Now tell me if you can figure out what my favorite dessert is.
These bowls are all a lot deeper than I expected them to be. Is this pudding?
Is it pudding?
I don't know.
There's really only, it might be pudding. It could be. We can always go to the taste test.
I mean, I can't think what else it would be. Hope I don't have residual salsa on my fingers. What the heck is that?
I don't know, maybe you need a better taste of it.
Is that ranch dressing?
Yes,
Oh
it
my
might
gosh!
be ranch dressing.
Really? Oh.
Here's a paper towel though for you.
Uh-huh.
At least it wasn't mayonnaise. At least it wasn't mayonnaise. Yeah, that would have
would've been
led to a
horrible.
whole different segment here.
You just made me eat ranch dressing?
Yeah.
Okay. Have I ever treated you to my thoughts on ranch dressing?
No, you should fill me in real quick while I prep your next.
Ranch dressing is disgusting.
What?
It's like disgusting. I would eat ketchup before I would eat ranch dressing. And I
Wow.
can tell you all about my thoughts on ketchup too.
Wow. All right, ranch dressing. All right. So this next one,
Dessert?
dessert.
What is wrong with you?
All right, so you're saying I wasn't
I mean, in the
trustworthy on
nicest
that one?
Yeah, maybe not so much.
Maybe not trustworthy. All right. This one here, it's a good one.
Okay.
It's a real good one.
Do I
Now-
trust you?
I don't know. Do you trust me?
I don't know. We'll find out.
So this one here, I promise you on this one, it is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. These bowls are all so much deeper than I expect them to
Yeah.
be. Is this maraschino cherries?
Is it cherries?
It
See,
smells
normally,
like them.
normally I would be able to yell out at the crowd and be like, "Is it cherries?" And all you guys would be like, "No," because it's not cherries.
Oh, wait. No, these are
It's a
are
good
these
one.
lifesavers?
Are they lifesavers?
They all have holes in them.
They do all have holes in them.
They have writing on them.
They have writing, that's correct. In the
Uh-huh.
chat room,
What? Did I just
people
drop
have
one?
guessed correctly. If only you didn't have a blindfold on, you could read the chat room. But I blindfolded you.
Are they like in liquid?
They are in liquid, yes.
Are these lifesavers in liquid? Okay. I don't trust you. I don't want to do this.
Bold move on it.
They're like soggy lifesavers.
They're gummy lifesavers.
Well, yeah, but they're also soggy. Why are they in liquid?
Because I thought that would be more fun.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at least it's more fun for me
Oh,
on it. And that's
I see.
really
Thank you.
what counts. So as we learned, it is very important to be able to trust, right? And sometimes you could trust me.
Sometimes I still have residual ranch
Sometimes
dressing
there's-
flavor in my mouth.
Yeah, sometimes there's residual ranch. So it's probably important to be trustworthy all the time so people
Probably.
can trust you more often.
Probably.
Lesson learned the hard way for you, the easy way for me. But let's see what else we can learn about friendships when we send it back over to Eric and Tyler.
Cool.
Wow.
Do you think that ranch was good?
I don't know how to answer this honestly without upsetting Nicole.
But it was definitely expired, right?
I don't know how to answer this honestly without upsetting Nicole.
Well, let's see. Nicole would not make it in the Midwest, though. Like, ranch is
No.
what runs in the rivers in the Midwest.
You know what also wouldn't make it is Nicole and John's best friend status. I feel like,
It's definitely on life support.
yes, not like Jonathan, David, or Tyler and Eric.
Yeah.
We are solid.
We were best friend goals a couple weeks ago in our opening video.
We were.
Danny even told us.
That's incredible. I forgot about that. You know what? Best friends remind other best friends about awesome things in their lives.
I want to see Nicole eat more expired ranch, though. That'd be fantastic.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. You know what? You got to build trust some way. You got to have a little bit of fun with it. But we were talking while they were having fun, and we were talking about the fact that we are rolling into summer, and it's crazy. But then we're going to roll into next school year.
Yeah.
And some of the excitement that goes into, like, the first day of school and seeing your next class. Like, if you're in 8th grade and you're about to go into 9th, if you're in 12th grade and you're about to get kicked out of your parents' house, like, a lot of changes.
A lot of changes.
Crazy.
And our friendships, I think, are some of the things that can help us so much make those changes. And I think some of those changes are really hard, you know, and I think those changes that are really hard really show us who our true friends are.
For sure, right? I don't know how many times through school I left one school year with absolutely knowing all my best friends. And then by the time I got past summer and saw them in person again, how I was like, man, this relationship's different.
Yeah.
Like, that's tough as we all continue to change and grow. Like, how do students navigate some of those changes with their friends and continue to be friends, but also continue to walk the right direction through life?
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because I've been thinking about that even during this COVID situation, because I think a lot of us are going to walk out of it with different level of friendships than we went into it with. You know, it's hard to stay up with all of your friends during this season, you know, because if you want to hang out with them, it's like you got to schedule a Zoom call. And, you know, that's tough. And then some friends can, you know, go and do whatever, and some friends can't do anything at all. And it's hard. And so there's a lot of unknowns there. And I think you really have to focus in on the true friends. I see this a lot as 8th graders become freshmen. That freshman year refines a lot of friendships. You know, you would say it this way is, you know, in the fire, true friendships can be forged, right? And for a lot of our students, that's that freshman year where, or it's a new school, or it's a new experience, or, it's a new obstacle. And, freshman year, you get to see all of these different, friends. You're in different classes. You're in different sporting things. There's more opportunities for everything. And so you really refine who are those tried and true friendships. And I don't think they're set. I think they're forged. I don't think it's set in stone, your friendships. I think you really bond to those friends as you navigate those tough seasons and come out the other side.
What a great way to describe it with that word forged, right? Because I think of so many people in my life where I have like 2 or 3 people that I can call, even if I don't talk to them for months and months, and it's like we've never missed a day, right? It's because those friends were forged through difficult times, through the fire, so to speak. And so what a cool opportunity. Like at the time, you're not going, man, I'm real glad we're walking through tough times. Like this is so much fun. But afterwards, you create those bonds with your friends that last literally a lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, the friendships that you're forging right now through this season probably are going to last longer than they would have if you hadn't been with them during this season. It's just an interesting perspective to think about.
Yeah. What a positive way to look at it, right? Because maybe you're walking through some difficult things now. Maybe you're thinking about next school year, and you're like, oh, what is it going to look like? Is it going to be crazy? Are all the people that I know going to be the same? Are they going to be different? Am I going to like my new school? Am I going to like the same school I've been at for a year? Maybe you're just now going into 8th grade. Like, what's that going to be like? I mean, so many different changes. Maybe you're struggling with how to make it through. And so the encouragement is, I bet one of 2 things. I bet you have a Jonathan close by.
Yep.
And I bet you're going to be a Jonathan to someone else, where you're going to have someone that just needs you to be there, that just needs you to walk beside them, that needs you to fight for them, that needs you to be an advocate for them. And there's going to be moments where you're going to have somebody that steps up and says, no, I'm going to fight for you. And those moments are where your friendships are going to be forged. True friends.
Yeah, I think of a couple girls last year going into the school year just really struggling with some of their friendships, but watching through the hard stuff they've gone through, the friendships that have forged that are stronger than any of their other relationships. And it's been really cool to see, even as we've walked through this school year with them, to see just how strong their friendships have become because of that.
For sure. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing to see. So take some moments this week to think of those people in your life. Think of those people that you're going to connect with, that you're going to need through this next season, because it doesn't matter. The reality is it doesn't matter that we are in this stay-at-home order, COVID-19 season, because guess what? If that wasn't here, we'd be in a different season with different struggles and different things. It really doesn't matter. You're always going to have those tough situations. So take a moment this week and think of those friends that you're going to link arms with, that you're going to walk through difficult times with, that you're going to walk through the fire with, so that you can have a true friend on the other side, so that you can continue to walk a better life every day walking toward God.
Yeah, and I would say if you know you have that friend, shoot them a text this week, or send them a snap, or whatever it is to encourage them this week, and thank them for that friendship. And some of you may look at it and say, okay, who can I be that Jonathan to this week? Who needs that encouragement? Who needs that extra defense for their friendship?
For sure. I agree. Let's do that. Let's all do that this week. Reach out, connect. Let's pray. Heavenly Father God, I just ask that you'll be with these students, that they will all be able to find that friend, find that connection, God, that they'll just be able to forge that true friendship through difficult times, through tough situations, through the fire, God, and that on the other side, they will be so thankful that they had that friend. God, I pray for those students right now that are thinking to themselves, I don't know if I have that friend. God, I pray that you will reveal that friend to them, that they will receive a message, a word of encouragement that tells them that they are not alone, that there is a friend out there for them. God, I pray that they will feel that through this season, God. And so I just pray that your presence will be made known with these students and that they will find those friends and they will be able to be a true friend to somebody, God. Because we're all going to experience difficult times. We're all going to do dumb things. We're all going to stumble. And God, when we have a true friend, you know that true friends help us walk toward you. True friends help us to live a better life filled with faith in who you are, God. And so I just pray that for these students today, whatever day it is that these students are tuning in, the students right now that are live listening, God, I pray this for those students. I pray for the students that are just tuning in and they're listening to this recording. God, I pray for all of those students. God, be with them. We love you. It's in your son's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Did you know it's raining outside?
I believe it's raining. But what if somebody is like watching this and it's, let's say, December 21st, 2047?
I bet it's raining.
Impressive. That's pretty impressive. Oh, got
I think we got another breaking news. Did you hear that?
another one? I don't really know what this is. Okay. But hey, let's check out what it is.
This just in, breaking news. This is Apollo Creed coming to you live from inside. I heard earlier that if you stay inside, you stay dry. When outside, it's wet. And you know what's best? When you're inside, nothing better than a nice hot cup of coffee. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Oh, taste buds are burnt. Oh, that's hot. Oh. Just like friendships, sometimes true friendships are best forged in the fire. They may hurt sometimes, but they're always better for you in the long term. Until next time, this has been Apollo Creed bringing you your news report.